6 months road tax is £137.50 and 12 months is £250. Hi, my name is Barry Crampton. Today I'm going to show you around our Range Rover Evoque, then I'll take you for riding it, but first I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's a 2.2 SD4 Prestige Lux. It's all-wheel drive, 2,200cc, 2011 on a 61 plate, has done 71,434 miles. The fuel economy, urban 35.8 miles per gallon, extra-urban 49.6 miles per gallon, and combined is 43.5 miles per gallon. Has a 0 to 60 time of 8 seconds, a top speed of 121 miles per hour out of a 190 brake horsepower 16 valve 4-cylinder engine. Really good spec. Car will park itself. It's got a pan roof finished in Fuji white with black leather. On the front here we've got the high pressure headlamp wash. It's also got the 360 cameras. One of them's not working at the moment and we're just trying to decide whether it's worth replacing it. They're £350 each camera and putting the price of the car up or selling the car cheaper. At the moment, in my opinion, the accessory, you never use it. So we're going to price the car cheaper. But there's one camera not working, and if you decide you can't live without it, it's another £350. Anyway, that's that out the way. As far as I know, on the way up here, that's the only thing I could find wrong with it. Car drives great. It's got a load of other great accessories which are really useful. That one, not so much. The other thing is you've got front and rear parking sensors anyway. The reversing camera works, which is a major bonus. So it's a great car for the money. So we've got the plastic wheel arch protectors around the wings there. These 20-inch horseshoe alloys, the vents in the side here, again the plastic sill protector and door protector, mud flaps, power folding door mirrors. We've got the full pan roof, which is a fantastic accessory and changes the whole interior of the car. The whole dynamic inside, the way it feels, nice light, roomy and airy inside. We've got keyless lock, keyless entry. You see there, power folding door mirrors. You just, as long as you've got the key on your person, as soon as you touch across those two there, as I did then, it locks the door and folds the door mirrors in. And you come back to the car, put your hands behind the door handle, pull open, that's it. So it's a reasonably easy system. On the back here we've got power open, power closed tailgate. The hard rear load cover there. Split folding rear seats. Nice flat load area if you've got a pet or anything, not too far to jump. A nice flat area for them to sit in or lounge about. Let's see. There we go. There's the reversing camera. Got the integrated rear tailgate spoiler and the rear parking sensors, and also the twin exhaust tips at the back there. I'm not so sure how this video is going to come out today. It's a white car and we're just surrounded by fog or mist or whatever. It's white everywhere. So not much of a contrast, I'm afraid, not as much as usual anyway. So in the back here, it's absolutely like new. You've just got to, if you're an adult, you've just got to put the rear headrest up so as it doesn't stick right in your back or force your head forward. Meridian speakers, great sound system. I'll remember to demonstrate it. Got this lovely leather with the contrast stitching. And then the rear armrest here, little cubby hole there, and 2 cup holders. I've got my seat forward, but I could still drive quite comfortably. I wouldn't be crippled when I got out. So enough room, certainly enough room for children who are probably going to be sat in the back, or adults perhaps for a short journey. I'll just take you for a ride in it. That's the Range Rover key, as I said before. Keyless entry, keyless start. So foot on the brake, press the, oh, I better get ready to turn that down. I'll just show you the cameras. You know, this car has got some really fantastic options. It'll park itself. Okay, so we put the car in drive. You've got the parking switch over here. Press that. It says on the dash, park assistant searching. Then we move forward, looking for a space big enough. And it is a fairly tight space, this, as you'll be able to see from the drone above. Now, it says park assist found, park assist drive forward. Hopefully not too far. There you go, park assist stop, select reverse, and here we go. I'll try and keep out of the way here. And as I say, it is a tight spot. I'm always worried about the alloys as well. So select drive, and all you have to do is just cover the brake. That's it. Perfect. You've got, that's the best invention in recent years, I would say. The blind spot warning light. Anything coming up that you can't see, orange light illuminates there and warns you not to pull out in front of a motorbike or something else that's going to take the side off your car. So that's fantastic. The cameras, I hate waste, and there's so much in the motor trade, it's just unbelievable. And the biggest problem is, if we go to extra features here, wow, that's brilliant, Baz. Right, so, okay, home menu, obviously click something wrong, extra features, and then you've got ambient lighting. Well, ambient lighting, biggie, waste of money. Waste of money now. My fingers don't work, sorry. So we'll go back to extra features, and then we go on to cameras. And you can see here, there's a camera over there in the front. That's your reversing camera. That's another one. It can be handy when you're pulling out the junctions, but honestly, by the time you've switched your cameras on, you've seen how long it's taken me to switch it on. By the time you've put your cameras on, then whatever's come has either hit you or gone by. Now, I mean, you can't tell really what it is, what you're looking at. And that camera there, we had one a couple of weeks ago. 4 cameras had gone. 4 cameras at £350 plus fitting. And you know, these days there's just not the margin in cars to put 4 cameras in. So sooner or later, and these cameras, bearing in mind, they're outside 365 days of the year. They're outside, they're in red hot sun, they're in icy cold weather, they're getting lashed with rain. Now these cameras in here, these GoPros, they're action cameras, and they're meant to go underwater and so on. They break if you look at them. If they get too hot, they switch off. If they get too cold, they switch off. Sometimes they won't start at all. Sometimes the SD card isn't recognised, and there's all sorts of problems. And these are kept in a camera bag, not stuck on a car outside 365 days a year. So that's it. That's the problem. There's a camera missing there. The price we're selling it at is like that. If you want the camera, we'll fit it by all means, but it's another 350 quid. So if it was me, I'd rather have the 350 quid than the camera on the car, which I would never use. I've had loads of cars with it on, and I don't think I've used it once. So that's the cameras. You know, if it was a safety issue, we'd get it done straight away. No questions asked. If it was an advisory on an MOT, we'd get it done. But that's just stupid. Car's got a TV as well. Let's just see. Right, so that's the radio. So if we put it on, TV. There you go, TV. Let's see. Now it's got dual screen. I'll just show you here. So we'll just put sat nav on there. Video. So we'll put it on slow motion video. I've got to agree sat nav before. I'll just check. So there you go. From this side, the driver can only see the sat nav, but the passenger can watch the TV. So, you know, that's good. Let's get the TV off. Anyway, hopefully that will have gone off now. So service history. I haven't got, for some reason, we've not listed the actual dealers, but 3rd of 10 2012 at 8,120 miles, 17th of 9 2013 at 9,178 miles, 10th of 9 2014 at 19,247 miles, 27th of the 8th 2015 28,538 miles, 31st of the 8th 2016 at 38,058 miles, 13th of the 2nd 2019 56,735 miles, 20th of the 6th 2020 at 66,294 miles, and what did I say it's done? 71,434 miles. So it's just over 12 months since it was serviced. It's only done 5,000 miles. So that's it, we'll get going. Funny day today. It's as I said before, when I was videoing the outside, it's brightened up a little bit. It's supposed to be sunny today, but it is only 8:45 and we are high up, so we're in all the mist, and it's a white car and it's white behind, so I don't think it's going to look its best, but it's very nice. It's very nice and clean outside, nice and clean inside. Let's say that Meridian speakers, which are brilliant. You perhaps be able to see the light there in the mirrors, and it's got the Evoque. It may look like a fashion accessory, but it's to be fair, it's one of the best in its class, if not the best in its class, and certainly for size. It'll wade through 500 millimeters of water, which is 20 inches, and so you know that's not too shabby. I think from memory, obstacle clearance is 215 millimeters at the front and 235 at the back. I could be wrong, but anyway, so you're well up off the ground too. We've got electric memory seats. Here we go, 3-position memory seats there. Height and reach adjustable multifunction steering wheel. You hear my camera equipment rattling about in the back. Back's absolutely full. Mist just starting to clear there. The farmer's made a mess of that road. It was so hot last week. I think where he's been turning in and out with in the tractor, it's ripped the tarmac up, which just goes to show you what it was like, really, how treacherous it was. The last time I remember it being that hot was in 1976, and I was a bit of a hooligan then, and there's an S-bend at Kirkham Prison, and as I got to the bend at Kirkham Prison, I realised there was something not quite right. I leaned over on my bike and the tarmac had melted, and I low-sided right the way off and towards Kirkham Prison. But that's what being young does for you. This guy looks like he's coming a bit fast. He's oh, it's a lady. He's sheep on the road up there. So we've got sat nav. There you go, sat nav. Agree. Looks like it switched the TV back on. You might be able to switch to see the TV, so I'll probably knock that off completely. That's your parking button. Switch that on. If I get time later, I'll do a video of how it works. Move forward till it tells you. You just cover the brake. Anyway, I'll try and do one and cut it in. I'm going to switch that off for the time being, so you can't see the telly from that camera. Oops. Not a good day for animals in the countryside today. I have to say, there's a lot on the road. Hence, extra careful around here. So, let's just see if I do that. We've got power folding door mirrors, high pressure headlamp wash, got heated seats here, and again, this even Range Rover and Land Rover these days moving towards silly iPads and switches that do like 5 things instead of just one. So yeah, there you go. You don't have to look at the road. You can switch your heated seats on without taking your eyes off the road. Dead easy. You know where it is, and we've also got a heated front screen. The best accessory. It should be standard in all cars. Instead, they put, you know, I can't understand. I mean, that 360 camera is an extra cost option, but I wish manufacturers should be made to publish like fuel economy figures, except they're mostly all lies or very difficult to achieve. But what they should do, they should be made to publish the price of a car new, and then the price if you had to make that car up of spares from them. They should publish the price it would cost, you know, give you some idea of running costs really, and what it's going to be like to repair stuff if you have to, because I think it would be scary. As I say, you can imagine this car, we check our prices daily to make sure we're offering the best value, and we work on very, very low mileage, very, very low margins. We work from a porter cabin. We try and sell good cars. We try and make sure that they're all prepped before they go out. We do our best to do it, but you know, you can't always do it. We're not greedy. These just two of us and Lance the valeter. We don't want to be millionaires. We just want to live like one. And you know, they're really good value. But if you have to do that and start replacing cameras that nobody's going to look at, then it is just a waste. Put the things there. So the decision's up to you. We've got this brushed aluminium dash or insets in the dash and around the gear tunnel. That's all in good condition. No key rash that I can see. A couple of little marks there, but nothing that you would notice really. Just a nice vehicle. I'm just going to have to put my shades on here. The sun's coming out and it's quite low down. Made hard work of that. Sun's coming out over there. I might be able to do some drone shots of the outside of the vehicle. In my opinion, it gives a better perspective of a vehicle than just from the side and so on, and especially when I can manage to fly around. So we do
really well with Land Rovers, and we're trying our best to buy and sell British, or as many as we can. In my opinion, Range Rover is the best vehicle. Well, Range Rover and Jaguar, I like Jaguar. Best vehicles on the road, made in Britain. Not necessarily British owned, but keeping our workforce employed. I'm not sure whether there's just a, well, there is a noise coming from the back, but I'm not sure whether it's my camera equipment rubbing or banging on the inside of the back seat. As soon as there's a safe place to stop, I'm just going to have a look. Right, it must be all right on a straight there. And then make sure all the doors are open. Oh, umbrella. I shift that, it's still going to make a noise, that. Oops. Ah, I think that was probably it. Back parcel shelf wasn't clipped in properly, so the sun's come out now. I've done all my video, so it's only 5 to 9. I might actually go back and do the video again. The trouble is that now, at this time, there's so many people come up, and you're stopping every 2 seconds, which is only to be expected. That it's a lovely place. Why wouldn't people come? Rabbits. Sure what that is, a young pheasant. Nice to drive. You've got paddle shift on the steering wheel there, changing down on the left hand side, up on the right hand side. You can just click into sport there. You've got your terrain response there. I have a mental block of what Richard Hammond called, I try and remember every time, swamp, minefield, Christmas, Mexico. That's it. It's a lovely day. Nice car, especially for these surroundings and this type of road. You don't realise just how rough this road is. You might do tomorrow because I'm probably going to be videoing a BMW. And you'll be able to see how much I enjoy driving BMWs with M Sport suspension and run flat tyres. Watch out for this big pothole there. It's a nice car. As I say this, I'll just show you how much difference it makes with the blind. There you go. Probably can't see my grey hair as much now. Just watch out for this bend. Quite a sharp one. People do tend to fly around here. So anyway, that's the blind. Great car. Over there you've got, if you press that button there, how lucky was that guy just coming out right across the road just as you come around the corner. He's in a good car though. Just go down there, click vehicle setup, trip computer, display settings. We'll go to vehicle setup, click. Now we've got blind spot monitor on, we can switch speed warning on, alarm sensors, cruise eco data. Now we want to knock cruise eco data off because when you switch cruise control, a big coloured display comes onto your dash, telling you the CO2 you've used or something like that, or saved, and it's distracting. No need for it, to be fair. If you want to have a look how much you're doing, you're that interested, you can always look at your journey afterwards. So there you go, easy entry and exit, that's switched on. Two-stage unlocking. You're in a car park, you don't want some homicidal maniac jumping in the passenger seat when you open your doors. You open your door, your driver's door opens, and you have to press it twice to open all the other doors. Audible lock warning when you get out, so you know it's locked. Drive away locking and headlamp delay. So when you pull up at home at night and you want to be able to see, get your key in, see where you're going. Headlights stay on. Convoy. Freshly sheared sheep there. Looks like the sun's gone in again. So we may have to put up with the video I've done. Though I don't think it'll be my best by far. Nice campers there. On the dash also, left hand side, you've got your speedo. In the center, your information display. So you can change all that from here. If you click in the end of the indicator stalk, it's average speed at the bottom there, average fuel used, instantaneous fuel, distance to empty, mileometer, odometer, trip counter, average speed. I think that's where we were before, weren't we? So that's all the info. Click back there, click back to the, again, just your normal gauges, your engine coolant temperature gauge on the left hand side, on your fuel gauge on the right. You've got digital speedo, which I always find better than an analog one, really. Not as pleasing to look at, but I'll let this chap come past, and if you don't report me, I'm going to have a drink of coffee. I'll put the handbrake on. How about that? I'm going to drive back because I've done what people do to me and just stop there where there's a big big rock for the other guy to ruin his alloys on. There we go. He's just going to meet somebody around there now. Probably right at that bend. So anyway, I'll finish the test drive there. Lovely car. So great equipment. The Meridian speakers, for a start, if you like music, I mean, you just can't really get any better. They're fantastic. You see there, actually, that's picking up stuff in my blind spot. They're only bushes and the railings, but it's still picking them up, and at least you can see how it works. Just a nice car, and in my opinion, the best of this size four-wheel drive. I think it's the best looking. I think it's with the Land Rover technology, I think it's a proper four-wheel drive and not a pretend one. And when you do need, when you need clearance, when you need to go off-road, when you need to wade through a flood, then it's
this is going to do it.
So that's it. Thanks for watching.